The highlight of QIPCO Champions Stakes Day was the Champions Stakes itself, a Group 1 over 1 mile and 2 furlongs. So You Think was sent off the 7-4 favourite. Nathaniel was 5-1. Midday Snow Fairy and Dubai Prince all 8-1.
The horses are all installed and they're off and racing. Dubai Prince jumps out well from the wide gate. Frankie, however, not inclined to press on as Ransom Note, So You Think, and Nathaniel underneath him begin to press forward. Cirrus Des Aigles with the Cecil pair, Midday and Twice Over, ensuring that a few having to cover ground. Casamento's white cap is one of those that's deep. Wigmore Hall climbing over horses as Nathaniel sent on with Ransom Note are the two that show the way. So Ransom Note and Nathaniel leading by 2 lengths early on from in third place So You Think. Dubai Prince hasn't been able to get in from that gate, 3 wide on the outside of the green cap of Twice Over, and Cirrus Des Aigles, who races in about 5th or 6th place at the moment. Snow Fairy's on the inside without a little wider. The white cap of Casamento, Midday drifting back in the field with Shree Future, Wigmore Hall, and last of all is Green Destiny. So Nathaniel passing the 5 furlong point, leading by a neck or so from Ransom Note in second. So You Think, getting a lovely trail into the race, is in third place. Cirrus Des Aigles races in fourth, just ahead of Snow Fairy. Dubai Prince has had a wide trip throughout on the outside of the dual winner Twice Over. Shree Future up the inside. Casamento as Midday picks her way through the field, then Wigmore Hall, and still at the rear of the field is pushed along Green Destiny. So turning back towards home, Ransom Note and Nathaniel have increased the pace. So You Think had a lovely trail into this, is in third place. Twice Over moves through into fourth. Snow Fairy, Cirrus Des Aigles both travel okay on the heels of the leaders. Dubai Prince is being bumped along with Shree Future. Midday's quite a long way back as now Nathaniel strikes for home. 2 furlongs out. Nathaniel, the move covered by So You Think, has got to within half a length. Cirrus Des Aigles, Snow Fairy towards the outside. Twice Over can't go on. Midday tries to stay on So You Think, and Cirrus Des Aigles, then Snow Fairy looking for an out underneath the pair. Well, we switch to the outside. Midday and Green Destiny. Cirrus Des Aigles on the outside, but So You Think. Snow Fairy is back in third. Cirrus Des Aigles on the near side for Christophe Soumillon. Cirrus Des Aigles, the Champion Stakes goes to France. Cirrus Des Aigles the winner. So You Think and Snow Fairy next home from Nathaniel. Midday, then Green Destiny. Shree Future next from Wigmore Hall, and virtually pulled up. Dubai Prince walks across the line.
Cirrus Des Aigles, the winner under Christophe Soumillon, riding for Corinne Barande Barbe and winning at 12-1 by 3 parts of a length from So You Think, the 7-4 favourite, who was second. Snow Fairy was third at 8-1, and all 12 ran. This was a fantastic race and worthy of the title. Champion Stakes. So You Think looked like he had every move covered, but Cirrus Des Aigles, ridden for just the second time by Christophe Soumillon, was having his 37th career start, and no horse more deserves the £600,000 first prize. Snow Fairy was desperately unlucky, but went on well for third.
Well, what should have been a quite wonderful day for Christophe Soumillon, the man who partnered Cirrus Des Aigles to victory in the £1.3 million QIPCO British Champions Stakes, has left him with a rather sour taste in the mouth, because Christophe, you've fallen the most high-profile victim now to the new British whip regulations. Now, you've expressed your views quite strongly. You've just had a little bit of time to change and shower and cool off, but I would imagine the temper is still raging fairly hot within you.
You know, the only thing I understand is that this kind of rules, they can be applied, but you need time to understand the rules, and you can't in one day. I rode last time in England maybe a month and a half ago. I come here, my second ride, you have to change everything. You have to know where are the markers. We ride in meters here, it's half furlong, and then there is markers everywhere on the track because there is a big sponsor today. They're all the same colors as the distance markers. So you can give just 7, but just 5 in the last furlong. Well, what this rule means, you know, this is something that jockeys can't understand all the time. When you're a big race like that, you try to win it, you do everything you can. I didn't hit my horse 10 times, 12 times, 13 times, because I will accept probably the 5-day suspension for that. But I just give 1 over in the limits, in the last 100 yards, 200 yards. But the problem is that they give me 5-day suspension for something little, and they take all this prize money off. How can you do something like that?
This has cost you over £40,000.
Did you see one sportsman in life make a little mistakes in any sports, getting a fine like that? I ask you the question. Did you see any sportsman get it?
No.
So why we should have this? It's the biggest days in our season, okay? So for sure there is a lot of money in these races, but we just have 1 or 2 like that in the season. Why they think you can take all the money off? Why? I have some money, that's not the problem, but all the people around, all the other jockeys, when they're small, they have families behind, kids, how they do? If you take everything off, you give them 5 days, 10 days, 15 days suspension, so sir, you can't work, we take your money off, how are they going to do? Many jockeys here, they have problems because there is not enough money in racing, they have to travel everywhere, they have to pay everything, agents, food, everything, the fuel for the cars, and I just come, okay, for 1 day today, but they take me everything off, and I didn't make a big mistake, yeah, little, okay, give me 2 days suspension, and a fine if you want, like I did with you can run in the King George. I get a fine and I get suspended. But today it's not something like that, you know. I didn't feel I make something wrong. I ride in France, in Japan, everywhere in the world. Every time you have to ride in a country, you have to change your riding style. How can you do that, you know? Like today, you see the World Cup for rugby. Do you think they change the rules every time they play? No. You know, you have to apply international rules. International racing is everywhere. We have to apply something real and understanding. Today, all the jockeys in England are scared, you know? That's a problem.
Did you explain to the stewards your difficulty in assessing where the marker poles were with all the sponsorship there?
For sure, I told everything, but you know, it's like if you speak to dive people, because before you enter in the stewards room, they know already they're gonna fine you and bind you, and the rules they make is something in European court or in everywhere in the world you can't accept it. You can't take money like that because you are in horse racing and change rules like that. You have to be seriously thinking straight when you do things. Today it was for me something really bad, you know.
Christophe, will this stop you riding in England again?
No, it will not stop me because I never stop. I will go back in Japan because Japan Cup last year I was disqualified. That something happens, you know. I'm just not happy with this rule and the things have to change. For me, for English jockeys and for English racing. You can't support racing, loving racing and let things doing this way. You know, it's something very hard for us jockeys and all the people doesn't understand, like all the fans today.
And the saddest thing about this is that it has in part spoiled what should have been a truly fabulous story for Corinne Barande Barbe and the owners of Cirrus Des Aigles.
For them it's not a problem because they're happy, the horse win, everything is alright. It's just for me, you know, so my agent will be paid, my valet will be paid, but I will not have any money to go back home. I will not buy things for my wife tonight because I was very happy or things like that. And for my taxes fees next year, I have to find another way to pay it because they take me my money off today, so I have to find another way. But I will not let things doing like that. I will take a good lawyer and try to see what we can do because it's unfortunately something really unbelievable that happens today here in Ascot.
So just to confirm, you will make a legal challenge to this?
I will do it, yeah, for sure, because I don't understand the way things work here today, and you can't play with people's lives like they do at the moment. So I will never let all the English jockeys down, like in France. We all together, we all go to the same way. We love horses, we love racing, we're not here to hitting horses. But why in 1 week changing rules, we become somebody nearly kill a horse, and 2 weeks ago we are somebody very nice on a horse when you hit him 6 times? That's something I don't understand, you know.
Just to end, can you affirm that the positive feelings you felt before you entered the stewards room? Can you remember the positive feelings you were experiencing before you entered the stewards room?
When we call you in and you say you hit too much, you have nothing to say and you just have to accept the fines and everything. But the problem is that today I find like somebody catch like a wild animal without defense. You know, I can't do anything to take these days and all these things off. So I will do all my best to go over it.
Well, I must congratulate you on what we believe to have been a fine ride on Cirrus Des Aigles, and thank you very much for talking us through your experience in the stewards room.
Thank you. And do you have £20 for me because I have to pay my taxi and I have no money anymore?
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.